Bro, Hollywood P reacts.
What's good, YouTube? It's your dude Hollywood P, back again for another video. Now, as always, folks, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications so that you stay up to date with all of my latest uploads. All right, folks, we are back once again, and today we have some drama. I'm pretty sure you guys already seen a lot of this going on with the back and forth online between, you know, Dub's child's mother, Brittany, and of course, Aaliyah. Now, for a lot of you guys that may not know, is that Aaliyah has been around longer than she has been actually shown on camera. You know, Aaliyah is allegedly the woman that Dub was with behind Brittany's back and so forth, so on. You know, this is her. But of course, she's upgraded her lifestyle. She is the official woman, and Dub loves Aaliyah to death. Just want to let you guys know that. Yeah. So, if you guys didn't know, there was always some beef between Aaliyah and Brittany. They pieced it up at one point in time, but then they went right back to going back and forth. Aaliyah says that it's mostly on Brittany. Brittany says it's Aaliyah. You know, she's doing things to her. So there's a video here I'm going to show you guys where Aaliyah is telling her side of the story. So we're going to take a listen at her, and then, you know, I'll give my opinion on what was said here, and then we'll move on. All right, so check this video out.
So I just want to clear the air. Didn't nobody leak that loser's number? Okay. Because I've been dealing with this for so long already. She is mentally messed up. She texts herself. She makes accusations of herself. I thought that was very weak of her to post my number on the internet. But it is what it is. At this point, it's called harassment, and the police would just be dealing with her because I'm tired of it. She's posted my car. She's posted my phone number. What's next? My address? So at this point now, it's in the authorities' hands. I don't have time for that loser. She's still mad. She'll never get that man back. That man is mine, and that's what she's tripping off of. Bitter baby mama. I could never be her. Bitch, get a life. You're a loser. Oh yeah, and just to clear up the fake rumors, baby, this stomach is on flat. Okay? I could take a shot of tequila today, tomorrow, next month, next week. So all those fake old rumors, it's cap. It's cap. Okay? So, yeah. I'm going to just say that to say, don't believe everything you see on the internet. Don't believe everything that you hear. Because sometimes some people have some type of, like, mental illness that they just can't get over. So, I will be praying for her. Not hard enough, but a tad bit.
Crazy. Well, as you heard Aaliyah's side of her story, when it comes to these two women, I don't know. You know, when it comes to Brittany, I'm seeing all kind of things online. I don't know if it was a fake post or whatever. Something about she needing $5,000 or something like that. I don't know. There might have been some fake stuff. I don't know. Maybe you guys can comment and tell me if it's true or not. I hope it's not. You know, it comes to that because, well, Dub is a multimillionaire. Woo-Wop should have crazy money as well because he's pretty much the reason for the money coming in for their side of the family without DDG. I hope they all get it together. But it's one thing that I did see Brittany post, and she was saying that it's so costly to live out here in LA. That's why she pretty much wants to leave and everything. And she is not lying. It is super expensive out here. And for her to, you know, of course, have a kid and trying to go to school and do all this other stuff and still have to pay rent is very, very expensive. So, you know, I know she, I guess, have a new man or whatever. So I don't know if he plays a part in it. I know she gets a certain amount from Dub, you know, for Woo-Wop's child support, but I think she's taking him to court and all that stuff. I just pray for the best for them. You know, it's a lot of course, there's always going to be stuff like this where maybe the ex starts missing the lifestyle that she once had, and now that it's gone, things is real. You know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. Hopefully they work it out. Hopefully they come to some type of peace agreement like they did before, because this is not the first time going to this level that they're at now. I don't think they've ever went to. This is crazy. Leaking numbers and different things like that. That's kind of crazy. But hopefully they'll work it out. Now, moving on to the next story. I know you guys have been posting the situation that happened at the NBA YoungBoy concert, with DDG and India Love. And as you know, I am Team Moodia, and I love them. I love their role together. I don't know what really stops them from actually claiming each other and being a couple. First, I thought it was maybe a strategic thing that DDG was doing with this whole court stuff to make it look like he's just a single father and he has nobody. But then, I don't know. Maybe DDG's the peer pressure got to him. Like, everybody knows about India Love and her past, and maybe that's something. But I don't really feel that with DDG. I think DDG is kind of like the guy that gives the person, the underdog, a chance. You know what I mean? He's the kind of guy that, even when Gunna was going through his situation with the whole snitching allegations, DDG was riding for him harder. He was, opening up shows where he never turned his back on him. So I think when it comes to something like that, I don't see DDG caring about what people's past is, because he dealt with Ruby Rose and she had stuff on her too, stigma that came with her. So I don't really think it's that. I just feel like they just really, and it hurts for me to say this, they really just want to be friends. I know they, of course, allegedly messed around and stuff like that, but I don't think that they're trying to really be serious with each other. They should. I think they look great together. They feed off. It's nobody that's going to bring the energy to DDG like India Love does. The organicness, the able to gel immediately once they see each other. I mean, I know she goes to his house a lot and stuff like that, but they're not like a couple. I don't know. Like I say, it feels like DDG could just do it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that we all want. It's like, just do it, man. Just make her your girl and just go off into the green pastures, but it's just not going to happen. I sit here, but you never know. But see, the thing is also, it is a lot going on with that legal stuff. I still say it's got something to do with like the Halle Bailey and the Halo and the courts and all that. And he just trying to make it look like it's just him. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to be doing too much in the limelight far as in a relationship, trying to make her jealous or be all on TMZ and stuff. Not knocking her for doing what she does, but she got to do something. You can't just sit here and just let, DDG just shine on you like that. So you got to, every now and then slide a shade room, a little video, going out to dinner with your man and stuff like that. I get it. You got to do something. You are a celebrity as well. Your name hold weight in the industry. People love you. A lot of people love you. I'm not saying everybody loves you, but, Halle Bailey is going to be who she is. You know what I'm saying? I believe she is still a star. I think what it is, everything that she's doing now, as far as the negative stuff, is kind of overshadowing her music. But I think she's trying to like smooth stuff out, kind of stay out of the drama a little bit, and get back to doing her music. I've seen her in the studio. She's been, getting her stuff together. I don't know when her album's coming, but a lot of artists are scared to drop music because they're scared they're going to flop. Now, Halle's been, dropping these singles. Like I said, her last single that she dropped was fire, but it didn't do anything. I didn't hear about it charting or anything. It's just what it is. It's a lot of music out there. The market is oversaturated with different types of sounds and music from everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just hard to get into the mix, but you got to have sex appeal to sell it. I'm going to say that straight up. You know what I mean? It just sounds like, I'm going to put it like this. Folded with Kehlani sounds a lot better coming from Kehlani. You understand what I'm saying? Versus somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's like a, the sex appeal in the music. That's what sells. You got artists back in the day, even like the guys, like who was heavy in like R&B, like the Genuines and, like now the Chris Browns and stuff like that. You got to sell it. You got to have that six-pack ass, baby. You know what I'm talking about? But anyway, guys, I am going to end the video there. I just wanted to kind of chop it up with you guys and, just show you what's going on in the latest news. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got, man. You guys have a great weekend. And I'll have some information for you and some more videos for you next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, hopefully. You know what I mean? But anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also turn on your post notifications. And as always, folks, as always, holla back at your boy. Peace.